Hello and welcome to TJ in Your Mind, a series of poems written and read by myself, TJ. If you enjoy listening to poetry that seeks to encourage, motivate, and uplift you, then this podcast is for you. This season I've changed things just a little. Instead of every fortnight, new episodes will be released monthly on the first Friday of every month. So sit back, relax, and have a listen to TJ in Your Mind. Some years ago, when I was still quite new to Berlin, I applied and got accepted for a job in customer services at a food delivery company. When I was sent the contract, I came to realize that I couldn't quite pick my hours like I would have liked to. Now, why was this important? I had recently started singing at a bar on certain evenings, and it was coming up to the end of the year, and there was the possibility that I would have a gig for New Year's Eve, but all employees were expected to work on this busiest of nights for food deliveries, so I was uncertain on what to do. I needed a job, money, bills, rent, etc., all of that stuff. But I also needed to sing and create opportunities by being at certain places at certain times to meet people, etc., etc. All that comes with the art. So I therefore did something I don't often do. I sought advice from a friend of mine. I tend to keep my own counsel, so seeking advice from others isn't something I do often. And I laid it all out for her. And she asked me just one question. What did you come to Berlin to do? Her response was simple: music. She said, well, you have your answer. So I rejected the job offer and spent that New Year's Eve with my first trip to Russia. I had a gig in St. Petersburg. A lot of fun. Why do I tell you all of this? If you listened to my New Year's special, and you remember I told of someone who came back into my life and left just as quickly. And as painful as that experience was, it was tremendously beneficial because she ensured that I returned to music. You see, in my search for security, I had veered away from it, which is understandable. You see, after I left home at 19, I spent some time homeless, and I lived in a homeless hostel, so security was of the utmost importance. But I had veered away from my, let's call it, central theme, my core, and she reminded that I should return to music. My commitment to what had brought me here had waned. As a result, by the end of 2022, I was once again on my way to beginning a new musical project. This poem is an admonition to myself. Manuela reminded me of what Sandra did all those years ago. Why did you come here? Did you come here for security? Did you come here to feel safe? If so, why did you choose this path? Remember what you chose. Commit to this life that you chose. Commit to the sacrifices I have already made. There will be more. Stay the path. Though it gets hard, it most certainly does get hard. But once you know what you truly want from this crazy ride called life, stick to it doggedly. I'm told single-minded purpose is the way to success. Single-minded purpose. Commit. Commit to the life that you set for yourself. Commit to the choices you made. Omit the doubts that beset on all sides. Admit that you're worth your prize. Despite all insistence that you leave all behind, despite all that stands in your way, commit to the joy that will help you to fly and help to keep your darkness at bay. Commit to the belief that you are more than. You can face all your demons and win. Commit to your heart as it does all it can to help you find peace in the din. Believe that you can and see all you do as you bring mountains into being. Commit to your passion as it drives you to action. Commit to the progress you've made. Ignore the voice of reason when it accuses you of treason, when you follow your heart to the brink. Commit to the path that leads you to peace, and I promise you will find release. Thank you as always for listening. If you enjoyed this poem, please do feel free to connect with me on Instagram, Twitter, and of course TikTok, all under the name Optimistic Verse. I look forward to hearing from you. Many of these poems are available in either of my poetry compilation books, one entitled Bold and the other When the Heart Speaks, both via Amazon, Barnes & Noble, and all major online book retailers. Once again, thank you for listening, and see you next time for some more on TJ in Your Mind.